Turnaround's Theory is all new with two all new back-to-back episodes. Now, coming up in the first half of the broadcast, we're going to watch a YouTube video from a podcast known as Eight at the Table about a man who's dating a woman who's just a liability to him and why she feels that the future doesn't hold out for him. Plus, I give you a theoretical thought for the first half of this broadcast. So join me for two all new back-to-back episodes of Turnaround's Theory coming up next on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. The man who's dating this woman is just a liability to him, and the future ain't looking so bright. If you'll stick around for the latest edition of Turnaround's Theory coming up next on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram in a moment, we're going to watch two back-to-back episodes, starting off with 8 at the Table's podcast on YouTube, and watch this video in its entirety. And of course, I'm going to give you another theoretical thought. Now, fellas, as I often say to you, y'all should often be knowing my saying, and y'all should often be knowing the drill. So why don't y'all go grab a quick snack and come on back, because y'all just might learn something. Another edition of Turnaround's Theory starts right now. Roll the intro. Let's get into it. I'm Mr. Turnaround, aka Tenacious T. I'm a musician, singer, rapper, songwriter, composer, and producer. I'm also a content creator, and I give theoretical thoughts on just about anything in general. This is Turnaround's Theory. What is up, everybody? Once again, it's your boy, Mr. Turnaround, aka Tenacious T. And I want to welcome you to another edition of Turnaround's Theory on YouTube, Facebook, and on Instagram. As you should know by now, Turnaround's Theory comes to you each and every single Monday over the digital airwaves of YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram for Season 5. And Turnaround's Theory is also the actual platform of where I normally give the fellas like you at home a free theoretical thought on just about anything. Hey, listen, for those of y'all that are just tuning in to watching another edition of these two back-to-back episodes of Turnaround's Theory on my official YouTube channel, I want to personally welcome you. And if you are, in fact, a returning subscriber, welcome back. And for those that are tuning in to watching another edition of Turnaround's Theory for these two back-to-back episodes on Facebook or Instagram, and you're following me for the very first time, I welcome you aboard the platform. And if you are, in fact, a constant follower of mine with regard to the content that I post up, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, or any other social media platform, kudos to you as well. As a constant daily reminder, I must reiterate to you all once again that please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my official YouTube channel, because it would in fact help out and it will be beneficial for the YouTube algorithm. And please don't forget to smash on that post notification bell, because you, my friends, will instantly be notified every single time I post up and upload more additional content onto the channel. Please make sure that you follow me on all social media platforms, because there will be a link provided in the description box below on my official YouTube channel, as well as in the comment sections below for Facebook and Instagram. And if you also want to contribute to my YouTube channel through PayPal, there is also going to be a link provided in the description box below on my official YouTube channel, as well as in the comment sections below for Facebook and Instagram. Please don't forget to also use the hashtag Team Turnaround that you will see at the bottom of your screen, because that lets yours truly know indefinitely that not only you're watching another edition of Turnaround's Theory, but it just goes to show that you are supporting my platform with regard to the content that I post up, and I might just give you a shout out right back. Now, I do hope and pray that I have covered everything within this particular matter, and with that being said, let's jump on over into another edition of Turnaround's Theory.
So here's a scenario. My husband and I have been together for 5 years. Every year we save for a vacation and we always go. It's something I look forward to because we work hard, and I believe traveling together keeps our relationship strong. But this year he says he doesn't want to use our vacation fund. Rather, he wants to invest it. He thinks the economy is too unstable and that we should focus on securing our future. I'm upset because I feel like we deserve this break, and I don't want to skip something we've always prioritized. I've saved my half, so I'm still going on vacation without him.
She's wild.
Am I wrong for going solo, or is he wrong for changing our plans? That's interesting.
How's the plan change if you're still going to go anyway?
Go next year.
I don't think that he's wrong for changing the plans. The man has wants to prioritize his money elsewhere. I don't think that's wrong. But girl, if you're gonna go on a trip by yourself, taking your half, I don't think that that's wrong either, to be honest, because you probably are prioritizing that vacation more than he is. You probably need it more than he is. Like,
What?
What do you mean? I'm not speaking Spanish. Hold on. Like, she really needs a vacation. They live 2 different work lives, I'm assuming. She probably really needs a vacation. He doesn't care about a vacation. So she can still go on vacation. She just has to make sure she comes back and put her half back into the investment.
So lie.
How is that a lie?
I mean, you can
How
take
is
a
that-
year off.
How is that a lie? She's taking her half that she had already put aside for the vacation fund. And if she's going to use her half to still go on vacation and say that was like $2,000-$3,000, girl, when you come back, make sure you have $3,000 to put back in the pot to invest.
So she needs $6,000.
Yeah.
Correct.
And
But that's if she still wants to go on vacation, girl. That's what you got to do.
But I thought when you're married, it's your money.
Yeah.
Don't you guys preach that all the time?
But she just said her half. So whatever he was making, they had a vacation fund.
He is. His armpits is wet.
I'm actually not sweating at all. I promise you.
Honestly, I feel as though you got the wrong girl. Because if this is gonna make more income for our future, so that we don't even got to go through this, we don't even got to talk about this. The vacation and the time, everything is accounted for. Whatever, we don't even have to have this conversation. Let's grind it out so that we don't even have to talk about this.
Well, in Amanda's defense,
No vacation this year.
In Amanda's defense, what happens if he invested and he loses it? And now there's no vacation and no money.
I never said that. I just said if the vacation is that important to you, go. But to put the shit back though.
If you married, but it's not that easy. If you're married to someone and the goal, if there's a goal, let's reach that goal. Let's reach that goal. I just feel that way personally. If we want to have fun and we want to have a good time, they got stuff. You could drive 2 hours, go to have some hot towels, get butt naked, take an e-pill. I don't know, like do something to have a good time. But at the end of the day, but it's not. You want to see palm trees in the sun? Like, hey, you can find fun other ways. But if me and my man have a goal, we're gonna stick to it. I'm not going on the trip without you.
In the Bronx.
I didn't say
Not
the
that
Bronx.
one. Ew.
But you can hop in your car and take a cheaper trip. But I just don't want to sacrifice the goals that we have in place
But
for a year of missing vacation.
They don't have a shared goal because she said
He has a different.
exactly,
Yeah.
and they've been going on vacation.
They're already married, so what they gonna do?
And they're
Divorce?
married. They've already been on vacation. She probably ran her mouth on the last vacation. He don't really want to go.
It ain't even
Like-
peaceful for him. Like,
There y'all go
Probably
throwing
right.
shit in. You're throwing shit in there. And you're making it seem like she was the problem on the last vacation.
She
So
was.
XYZ. You guys are stupid when you guys do shit like that. Like that did not happen.
Wait. Yeah, I was about to say it.
It's actually-
She's a
The
hoe.
hoe.
thank you.
Oh my God! Everybody's a
Clearly
hoe.
what it
And we all knew. And we all knew before the vacation.
Oh my
That's
goodness!
why she was going to girls trip.
He actually met her on vacation.
Yeah, she doesn't only just want to go without him. She wants to go with
she's-
another
At
dude.
the end of
her
the day,
side
she's
dude.
probably with you, and she mad that she got to risk another year. I mean, miss another year of vacation.
Like, what am I
She
doing investing with this?
Yeah,
dumbass?
I'm with this broke ass and like,
Well,
what the fuck is we?
She
We
wants
can't
to
even
go
see
on
a palm tree and
vacation
some grass.
and find another nigga, and she wants to turn up and have
already
fun.
married.
Especially in Trinidad. So what we're gonna do is
Why?
She's
a hoe. She's a hoe.
She's a hoe.
She's a hoe.
But no, they don't have shared dreams. or
well
shared
let's
goals.
actually
actually
take
they
into
did.
consideration.
He did.
And
He did what she wanted to do. He took her on vacation for so long, and now he's like, "Listen,
Well,
we
if
done
I'm a
been on
problem,
10
let's
vacations.
break up.
we've been to the same fucking resort,
Can we-
the
Oh, y'all
same
making
fucking
stuff up
excursion.
For real,
Exactly,
for real.
making
Because y'all
stuff
not
up
taking
because
nobody on 10
with the
vacations.
same box.
Who says that they go to the same exact
What was the
place
last
every
two
year?
vacations you've been on? What was the last 2 vacations you've been on? Because I'm
Can't
gonna
ask
need
Rico.
I'm gonna need data.
He's gonna have answers for you.
And where's the
Rico.
family? And
No,
where's
I didn't.
No, don't bite your lip now.
I didn't hear what you said.
The last time
That
you
would've
brought a
been funny
woman
if I
on
did, though.
vacation, and where did y'all go? Hurry up, you got 10 seconds.
To heaven.
My
So
God,
what we got?
Y'all niggas always talking junk and don't even be y'all not even doing it. Why are
Miami,
y'all
and you
talking
did go there.
junk?
I remember.
We've been on vacation. We've been doing this and doing that. Shut the hell up. We talking about the people that's actually going on vacation and taking their whole family multiple times.
The
for her to
whole
get on
family? He
Your,
didn't
for her
say
to
the
get on your
family.
nerves in the first place. Ain't nobody getting on your nerves. Y'all ain't going nowhere with
So
them.
she's definitely getting on his nerves nightly.
First of all,
On a
whatever.
daily. But look, so clearly there's
I be talking about stuff y'all
inflation
never
and
experienced. I can't stand that.
well,
Man.
check this out. The guy watched this video, and this is why he wanted to make that investment and try to get more stability in his household.
That's the cost of living crisis. Suddenly we went up from prices being around there to prices being there. And you don't really see that in this data, okay? Because inflation is really just measuring the difference between that and that. And if you look at those two lines, you're talking about a 2.3% change. That's the number we're talking about today. But for a lot of people, it's not about that. It's about the difference between this and that. And when you look at the difference between this and that, that's 20%. And I think that's the dichotomy here between these inflation numbers where it looks normal and this, which is really not normal at all.
2021.
I said 2020, I thought.
2021 is where it
And
went.
she went on vacations 2019,
Oh, yeah.
2018, 2021.
Whose side are you on?
I'm on his side, clearly.
Can I
I
offer
don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
the trip?
And also, we have a married person on the couch, so please tell us what you
First
would
of all,
do.
I'm always on your side, so don't start with me. Every time you talk, you see me.
Okay, so I actually had to go back and read the prompt because they've been married for 5 years. And it says, every year we've saved and we always go. He said, but this year he says he doesn't. So that leads me to believe they've already saved their money. And now it's vacation time. And he's saying, oh, we should invest.
She already had her half.
Yeah, they actually, both of them
both
had
had
their
their half.
halves.
Exactly. So shit was done.
Yeah. So, I mean, I actually, while I understand him wanting to prioritize finances in an economy that he believes to be unstable, I also feel that you don't get to change the rules exactly at the end of the game. It's 2 minutes left. So what you should have done, because the economy was unstable 6 months ago. The economy was unstable this time last year. And so what it seems like is he knew he wanted to do something different. So rather than just being upfront about what he wanted
That's the fact that they be doing that.
and stated like, hey, this next year, can we try something different with our disposable income?
This making more sense than the whole story.
So instead of waiting to the last
You
minute,
got the idea later.
like, I mean, really, it's putting her in a bad position. So it's like, why do I have to change something that I've literally been saving for and hustling for and looking forward to for the last year for you to change it right now? Why didn't you just bring this up a year ago? Because the economy was the same.
Well, imagine your husband coming into bed one night like, I just saw this video online, and now I don't think we should go on vacation.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all.
I would have been like, I know you fucking lying.
I love being financially stable so much. And I'd be like, man, F that vacation. I'm the only person probably, I don't know, in this situation. Forget them palm trees. What you got for me? Like, I'm
get
different.
that.
Like,
I get that.
I don't need that vacation. I do not. You put me on and let me know what we about to do so that I don't know. I feel like the living goal, even if it's last minute, I don't care. The lifestyle and like the goals that we have for our lifestyle, I'm not gonna lie. And this situation is more important to me because if we can invest money that'll help our future, I'd prefer that over going on a little vacation that we could go on next year or the year after, or maybe even in a better vacation when we have the revenue or whatever, the you know the word I'm looking for, the extra funds, because I like an expensive vacation. I don't want to take no cheap, cheesy vacation. I want to actually go on a nice yacht. You know, certain footer, you know,
we also
maybe we can get a couple extra feet on the yacht when we, you know.
You have to also, again, looking at what the prompt was. Let's just say they put together 10 and 10, and we knew that the economy was unstable last year. So you think right now in an unstable economy, you think right now is the time to invest?
But see, that's the thing, though.
Like, what are we?
Because when it comes to
No, I'm saying, what are we invested in? What are we investing in? Because you say, oh, we're going to invest in X. I'd be like, no. X don't make sense right now.
But
Y does.
I agree with that. But you know, sometimes people get like, for example, when I was day trading or whatever, sometimes you see what like extremely rich people are investing in. So if anyone who gets involved,
they're not extremely rich.
No, exactly. But what I'm saying, anybody who gets a hold of this information, maybe they get a hold of some information like that, because then it would make sense. Insider trading type situation, whatever.
So now we're going to jail.
No, I'm just saying, not like, but yeah, maybe. But still, like, you know, there could be a situation. No, not insider trading.
Now there
but
goes
like,
my vacation.
Maybe you can follow trends.
Yeah, you got a vacation now. Maybe clank.
Maybe you can follow trends, you know. but just examples. Like, there's probably something that they could have bumped into that could be beneficial. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, it could be an opportunity. There's no timing for an opportunity.
What if he came to you about this opportunity with a whole plan? Like, hey, listen, I just found this out about a week ago, and this is blah, blah, blah. He lays it all out for you. Do you still choose the vacation?
I think if the plan makes sense, and if I think that this is something that I know that he is good at, so I trust his leadership on this, then yeah, I'd be down. But don't come to me talking about you finna go renovate a house. Because what I do know is you don't know shit about renovating a house. I do. You say, I got a deal. We can invest in a 20 building apartment.
You'd rather
unit.
go on vacation than renovate the house. That could be
No.
The investment has to make sense.
Okay,
exactly.
I got you. Okay,
It'd be different if I brought an investment talking about real estate and I done laid it all out, right? But I'm saying if you bring it, but you don't know shit about real estate,
so you just talking.
You just your homeboy told you something, or you got some insider trading information.
Maybe that's my problem. That's probably why I be losing money because I be like, I'm down.
Or some insider bullshit.
Yeah,
and you just got hopped up with that information.
Yeah. Now you done took our little vacation money.
When you say it that way, Aaron.
The vacation, and I think being able to take a vacation living in the United States is very important because we don't get vacation.
Every time I go somewhere, I'm like, dang, I want to live here.
The rest of the world, they get like
day.
Child, they get every day is a national holiday. Then they get their 8 weeks off a year. Like I think vacations over here are really important. Yeah. And I'm not saying that I would personally say, no, I need this vacation. We not investing.
Do you think Trump should take the benefits away from people that's been dependent on them all their lives?
I mean, that's what the people voted for. Shit.
You think it ain't right, or you think that it's time for them to get up on their feet?
Get on up, get on the ceiling, get on up. I think that's what the people wanted, so that's what
they're gonna get.
No more Benzes in the hood, baby. That's crazy. I'm not laughing, but
I mean, we're not the
political panel.
No, that's not what I was gonna say. But
I don't know what it is.
I don't know. Honestly, I would actually love to hear what the people in the comments gonna say about this because you gonna have everybody. Oh, she, she want to go on a vacation and instead of investing in her future in a fucking unstable economy.
You got to be a man that can lead.
I was about to say, yeah. I mean, your husband
unstable
is different,
economy,
but that is if you trust your husband 100% in investing. Like if that's some shit that y'all talk about and the opportunity finally presented itself, I could understand being like, okay, yes, finally, like.
Not you hit a lick. Oh man, I got since we're starting our new year to save for our annual vacation, since we know things are crazy right now financially, what do you think about foregoing the vacation and we, invest this lump sum?
Whenever it happened, I communicated, hey, listen, we've been on vacation for the past 5 years. This opportunity came up. This is the plan. Even in a relationship, somebody got to listen with the 51 and somebody got to listen with the 49. Somebody's going to make the decision, right? And somebody's going to be mad or somebody's going to go with it. So that's
so the 51 saying,
babe,
we're not going on vacation anymore.
The 51.
Again, it is a leadership question, and it all depends on what is presented. Is that your strong suit? What are the chances of success? What's the plan? Really enough to convince me to do something otherwise with my money.
Our money.
Well, again, they have decided to put in half and half for their vacation.
I get it.
So
exactly. So you keep saying our money
because y'all usually get up here and say money's all the same.
Legally, So legally, they're
money.
both equally entitled to the money.
I get it.
So
I just want you to say our like y'all say our every time.
First of all, I don't want
it is their money.
I don't like to be responsible for money because I know what I want to do with it. I want to eat.
Because on it, never mind.
Stay tuned, everyone, because when we return to Turnaround's theory, I'm going to give you guys another theoretical thought for the first half of the broadcast right after this.
You a struggling guy, you broke. But if you a struggling woman, you strong and independent. Now if a guy going on double dates and so forth, oh, he's cheating. Now if a woman going double dates, oh, her options is just open. A lady break up with a man, oh, she deserved better. But when a man break up, oh, he wasted her time. Huh? When a guy is rude, he's toxic. But when a lady is rude, it's mood swings. Be a plus size guy, they gonna call you fat, Biggie Smalls, all types of shit. Now if you a plus size woman, oh, you just chubby, little chunks. Woman set standards, oh, that's just preference. A man set standards, oh, he's a narcissist. What? Make it make sense. This is some delusional ass feminist shit. I don't get it. Really feel for y'all men, cause it's like y'all can't have nothing. And I'm a woman saying this. I feel y'all. This is like, what? What the f do I know, right? It's your girl Key. I'm just giving you advice. Up to you, motherfuckers, if you want to follow. Wake up, my kings and queens. I'm out.
People will never appreciate your peace until they see how much hell you can raise.
Yeah.
When a motherfucker see that you can raise hell, they're like, but hey, leave him alone. Let him stay cool. You know what I'm saying?
And now, Turnaround's theoretical thought for the first half. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all know what time it is, and this is always my favorite part of the segment. Again, it is time for another edition of Turnaround's theoretical thought with yours truly, because in a moment, I'm going to conclude today's edition with another theoretical thought coming from 8 at the Table's podcast on YouTube about a man that is married to this woman but considers to be a liability to him. Here's your theoretical thought for today. Fellas, I have said it multiple times on this platform. If a woman is just not into you, take my advice, run for the hills. Because in the long run, there's always going to be a multitude of modern women that you see on social media every single day and night talking about how to seduce a man for his money. It's not even worth trying to get involved with a woman like that. If you can't find a traditional woman that knows her roles, such as cooking and cleaning, then what's the point of you dating a woman that's just so modern, that's just only after you for your hard-earned money? That's your theoretical thought for today. And this will conclude the first half of this edition of Turnaround's Theory of these 2 back-to-back episodes. Now, coming up in the second half of this 2 back-to-back episodes of Turnaround's Theory, we're going to watch another YouTube video, this time from No Fugazi, about the fastest rage quit in history. Plus, you're going to get a theoretical thought for the second half of this video as well. So stay tuned, because there's more Turnaround's Theory coming up right after this. So please stay close. Turnaround's Theory is all new with 2 back-to-back episodes. And coming up in the second half of Turnaround's Theory, we're going to watch another YouTube video from the podcast of No Fugazi about the fastest rage quit in history. Plus, I'm going to conclude with another theoretical thought. So stay tuned for the second half of Turnaround's Theory of these 2 back-to-back episodes coming up next on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, because I can guarantee you it's going to be a damn good one. It's the fastest rage quit in history. If you'll stick around for another edition of Turnaround's Theory coming up on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram in a moment, we're going to watch No Fugazi's podcast on his YouTube channel and watch this video in its entirety. And of course, you know me, I'm going to conclude today's edition with another free theoretical thought. Now, fellas, this is the second half of these 2 back-to-back episodes of Turnaround's Theory. And as I often tell you all, that y'all should often be knowing my saying, and y'all should often be knowing the drill. So once again, go grab a quick snack and come on back, because Y'all just might learn something. Another edition of Turnaround Series starts right now. Roll the intro. Let's get into it. I'm Mr. Turnaround, aka Tenacious T. I'm a musician, singer, rapper, songwriter, composer, and producer. I'm also a content creator, and I give theoretical thoughts on just about anything in general. This is Turnaround's Theory. What is up, everybody? Once again, it's your boy, Mr. Turnaround, aka Tenacious T. And I want to welcome you to the second half of these two back-to-back episodes of Turnaround's Theory on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Please know that Turnaround's Theory always comes to you each and every single Monday over the digital airwaves of YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram for season number 5. And once again, Turnaround's Theory is also the actual platform of where I normally get the fellas just like you at home a free theoretical thought on just about anything. Hey, listen, for those of y'all that are just tuning in to the second half of these two back-to-back episodes of Turnaround's Theory on my official YouTube channel, I want to personally welcome you. And if you are, in fact, a returning subscriber, I welcome you back. And for those that are tuning in to the second half of these two back-to-back episodes of Turnaround's Theory on Facebook or Instagram, and you're following me for the very first time and become a new follower of mine, I want to welcome you aboard the platform, and if you are in fact a constant follower of mine with regard to the content that I post up, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or any other social media platform, hey, kudos to you as well. Once again, as a daily constant reminder, I must reiterate to you all once again to please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my official YouTube channel because it would in fact help out and it would be beneficial for the YouTube algorithm. And please don't forget to smash on that post notification bell because you, my friends, will instantly be notified every single time I post up and upload more additional content onto the channel. Please be sure to follow me on all social media platforms because there will be a link provided in the description box below on my official YouTube channel as well as in the comment sections below for Facebook and Instagram. And again, if you also want to contribute to my YouTube channel through PayPal, there's also going to be a link provided in the description box below on my official YouTube channel as well as in the comment sections below for Facebook and Instagram. As a reminder, please don't forget to also use the hashtag Team Turnaround that you see at the bottom of your screen because that lets me know indefinitely that not only you're watching another edition of Turnaround's Theory, but it just goes to show that you are supporting my platform with regard to the content that I post up, and I might just give you a shout out right back. I do hope and pray that I have covered everything within this particular matter, and with that being said, let's jump on over into the second half of these two back-to-back episodes of Turnaround's Theory here on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
What do? I'm a life coach. I niche in dating and relationships. I have 11 books on the subject. I like to say I catch you where you are. I lift you up from there. I'm the person that teaches you how to pick the right person and have a zero fight relationship.
Okay, cool. So, question for you. When did you start doing the whole dating coaching stuff and what made you get into it?
So I started 10 years ago. I'm actually having my 10-year anniversary on October 25th in Niagara Falls. What got me into it was after 20 years of stripping, which I told my mom when I was 6 I was going to be a stripper when I grew up. So I worked sober because I loved it, and I studied social sciences at the same time. So 20 years of studying social sciences and sitting across from males that were not seeing me as a threat, because I'm not the wife, I'm not the girlfriend, I'm not the therapist or the other female they're trying to flirt with. I literally nobody, makeup, high heels, no clothing, nothing, right? So they got 4 or 5 drinks. I say, how did you feel about that? They tell me the truth because I'm nobody. They go, they leave, they never see me again. So I got 20 years of experience studying sociology, psychology, anthropology, biology, evolutionary psychology, behaviorism, and meditation, and then applying it to the information that I was getting from the males in front of me for 20 years.
Okay. So would you say that your clients who you coach, is it more female than there are males?
85% of my audience is female.
Okay, so 85% females, and then the 15% is the males.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. So you said a lot there. You said that you were a stripper for 20 years.
Yeah, 21 to 41.
Okay, so you from a stripper you turned into a dating coach.
Yeah, so I got to 41 years old, and you get to 41 and you go, maybe I should age out now because, 41. So I asked myself, what am I going to do next? So my next question was, what am I already doing that I love? Because I'm super hedonistic. And the answer to that is help people, because in the dressing room, talking to the ladies, I was helping them in their relationships. On the floor, talking to the men, I was helping them in their relationships. So I just kind of took what I was already doing, put a title on it, put my information in books, and here we are.
Okay. And you said that you're super hedonistic. Hedonism is pleasure seeking. So one
yes.
of your pleasure, one of the ways you sought out pleasure was, you said, it would be, well, one, you were stripping, so it would be that career path of dancing and stuff. And then the other way was communicating with the clients, I guess the males that you're dancing with and stuff like that. And then the girls in the locker room, you sought out pleasure, you got pleasure from that.
I love having a conversation with somebody and saying something and seeing the illumination, like, oh wow, I never thought about it that way. And that's super pleasurable. But what's even more pleasurable is when they go and exercise what I told them and then come back and tell me that it made their life better. And I call that an emotional reward.
Okay. Do you, so question for you then. So you've were a stripper for 20 years. You got into coaching. Would you recommend that a guy dates a woman that did 20 years on a stripper pole versus a woman?
How about marry one?
Married. Great. Good for you.
Yeah.
Well, actually, let me ask you a question. When did you get married?
13 years ago.
13 years ago. Good for you.
And we've been together for 20 years.
Good for you. Good for you. So you were together for 7 years prior to him marrying you?
To us getting married, yeah.
I mean, he would have to marry you. He got on one knee, right? Or did you get on one knee?
Well, we had broken up one more time because you know how sometimes I was insecure. I was vomiting my dysfunction into the relationship. He got tired of it a few times. We'd broken up. This was the last breakup that we had. He actually emailed me a breakup. I called him at work. I said, are you sure? He said yes. I said, that's too bad. Hung up the phone and then got to work getting over him because I was done trying to make it work between us, despite my dysfunction, which took me a while to realize I was the problem. So he broke up with me. I said, are you sure? He said yes. I hung up and I seriously got to work getting over him, and I did. And he didn't expect that to happen. He thought it was going to be like a breakup, take a break, reset ourselves, come back.
And I'm sorry, I just misheard that. Did you say you broke up with him during this time, or he broke up with you?
He broke up with me, and I got over him. And he didn't expect that to happen. He thought it was going to be a breakup, take some space, and then come back.
Meaning that you moved on with another man?
No. I got over him. And I was using a no kissing for 3 months dating rules. So I was seeing somebody, but there was no kissing, no sex, no sleepovers, no exclusivity. And so I wasn't with anybody, but I was over him, and he didn't expect that to happen. And so he was like, oh shit. So what do I do now? And he was trying to win me back, and it wasn't working because I got over him. And I said, the man you are is no longer who I want because I've redefined my next relationship. And he said, okay, what is it you're looking for? And I said, well, the old me is done. This is my next evolution and where I'm going next. And when him and I got together, I was coming out of a divorce. He was divorced for 5 years. Both of us said, I don't ever want to get married again. That's a hassle. Like I would do another relationship, but not another marriage. It's just a pain in the ass.
Got it. So this was your second marriage.
So both of us had said, we don't want to get married. And I did change my mind in the course of our relationship, but I didn't verbalize that because I didn't think it was fair to switch it up. So I just ate it. But when we broke up and I got over him and I defined my next relationship, I went, you know what? I remember changing my mind. So I'm putting marriage on my list. So when he wanted to win me back, I said, sorry, but all that's done. Like when I'm going forward again, here's what I'm looking for. And marriage is also on there. So he said, can I take you out for one last dinner? And I said, okay, fine. So he came, picked me up, talked the entire time, and proposed marriage.
Okay, so he did. So he's the one that proposed to you.
Yeah, he not just proposed marriage, but basically he took the when you play poker, I think it's called a royal flush. So he took everything.
Never played poker.
Okay, I think that's the
Yeah.
highest you can get. But he took everything I had on my list and he went royal flush. Here you go. And I said, let me think about it. And I
Okay.
did before I said yes. But I
Got
did
it.
say yes because when I thought about it, I had one of three trajectories, which is say no, continue on my own path, say maybe, but I still need to see some more, or yes. And the reason why I said yes is because what came with the yes was the words, he's where you want him to be. So I took that words, I have a voice in my head, capital T, capital V, it's smarter than me. It said, he's where you want him to be. So I said the yes instead of the no or maybe. And we've been together for how long now since then? Well, 13 years we were married. So I don't know. I'm not really good at numbers at this point, but been together ever since. Got married and the whole deal.
Yeah. So
Married
if
13 years now. So probably 15 years ago. It seems like
okay,
it's
cool. So let me just ask, because you said a lot there. So he did, to answer my question, you said that he did actually propose to you.
yes.
You had a list that you written down a bunch of your requirements of what you expect in a relationship.
So here's an expectation is a story you tell yourself.
It's if you put it in the camera, it's upside down, so it's
Right.
fine. You don't have to. We can't read the words. But so
So,
let me ask you this
no,
question though.
No storytelling. An expectation.
Okay, let me ask you this question real fast, just so we have some clarity. And I'm kind of curious too. So you guys went ahead and broke up, and then you moved on.
I did.
You moved on. You said that you didn't move on sexually, but you moved on like you were done with him.
No kissing, no sex, no sleep.
Got it. So after you moved on, you said, hey, I'm going to go ahead and turn over a new leaf, and I have some requirements for if you want me back. And you said that he went ahead and met all of your requirements, the stuff that you have on that list.
No, I did not say that. I said the man you are is no longer who I want to be with. I went out for one final dinner with him because I wasn't asking him to be anything. That's who, like, I was done with him. I wasn't asking him to change in any way, shape, or form. He said, what is it you're asking for? And I said, here's my list, but I wasn't saying it to him for him to do anything. I was trying to get him away.
Got it. So you were actually trying to get him away. That's what I wanted to know.
I had said to him, stop texting me, stop calling me, because when my phone goes off, I'm getting anxiety now. Because I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Got you. Oh yeah, and that makes sense because you fully moved on. And would you say that you moved on mentally?
Yes.
Like totally and emotionally from him?
I did. Yeah, I did. I got over him.
Now you had a list and he adhered to your list.
He decided to. I didn't.
Yeah, he adhered. You didn't make him. No one's saying that he made you. We all are human beings of free will. What we choose to do, that's our choice. The only time someone is forcing us is unless they have a gun to our head or they are physically holding us down and forcing us and suppressing us from our own will. Okay. So he went ahead and made his own choice as a man, and he decided to adhere to everything on your list. My question is, if you had a list of requirements, did he have a list of requirements of things that you had to adhere to?
He didn't ask me to be anything. I was still dysfunctional after we got together. My dysfunction was my insecurity that I was vomiting into the relationship. We still fought for another 2 years after we got back together and got married. We were on the verge of divorce. I was in a deep mental spiral, addiction, depression, anxiety, suicidal ideology, eating disorder that is honestly, like, I was close to death pretty much. My relationship was failing, brink of divorce. And I said to myself, I need to do something because I'm literally dying from my mental illness.
Okay, I have one question, and I'm sorry when I ask these questions because, and actually maybe this is a good moment where we can set some decorum and some structure. So you know that it's not like I'm just cutting you off for no reason. Like, oh, well, why is he cutting me off? I'm being genuine. I'm not being disingenuous. But you're saying much, and it's right on the top of my mind. If you hear me typing some stuff down, because I will let you speak, and I'm typing stuff down so I don't forget. But for this time, if I happen to cut you off, it's for a purpose to get more understanding out of what you're saying. Okay? Yeah. So you said some things there, and he had to adhere. Well, he adhered to your list. he did not have a list of his own of requirements.
Right.
So not only did he have...
Do you know why? Do you want to ask? Do you want to know why?
Why what?
Why he didn't give me a list of requirements?
Sure, if you want to go ahead and expound on that. I mean, for me, it really doesn't matter if a man doesn't have a list or not. But yeah, if you want to go ahead and let me know, sure.
So the reason why my husband fell in love with me in the first place was because he saw a reflection of himself. You know how like attracts like? Do you understand?
I see what you're saying. I got it. So
Right.
let's get back to my one question. That's what you mean. So meaning you saying that the reason why he didn't have a list because he's seen a reflection of himself. Okay, cool. So my next, not even a, well, I guess it's a question, but I want some clarity here. So he adhered to your list, but not only did he have to adhere to your list, he also had to deal with the trauma that you were bringing, meaning that the emotional things that you were going through. So he adhered to everything on your list, and he also dealt with all of your emotional up and downs.
Right.
What did he get out of this? What did you reciprocate on your end to give him, you know, like, why would a man go with all of that and not have a list? What was it? Did you do any type of reciprocation for him? Or he was just like, I don't need any reciprocation. I just love you for who you are, baby. And I see a reflection of me and you, and I'm going to just accept you how you are. How was it?
Fundamentally, I think he just wanted me to come back to the person he fell in love with.
Okay. Got you. You know what we would call those type of men on this side of the internet?
No.
We would call those type of men simps. So a simp is a man that gets with a woman. Yeah, a simp is a man. I understand. I hear you. I hear you. So a simp is a man that gets with a woman and expects nothing in return from the woman.
Look at the Sims.
And Chantel, while I'm speaking, if it could just be one mic at a time.
I get you. I hear you.
Yeah, because I didn't speak when you were speaking.
That's true.
I only cut you off at moments where I needed some more clarity and understanding. And once again, Chantel,
I know it's backwards. I know.
Yeah, we can't even read it. So it's good for
some people did.
Okay, so on this side of the internet, we have a word and that has meaning for men that behave like that. So a man that gets with a woman and he doesn't expect anything in return, we call them simps. The reason being, and this wouldn't be a good thing. This would be a thing of meaning that you don't have any self-respect, you don't have any self-dignity, you are pedestalizing the woman, you view yourself as beneath the woman. So men that operate like this, we call them simps, and it's a derogatory term. It's not a good thing. You get what I'm saying? So the man that you chose to marry is, I would say that he's 100% a simp.
Why you think my husband is somebody who'd be in a relationship with somebody who does not bring as much as he does?
Well, you just said that you didn't bring anything in return and he just loved you for you. But you were the one that had all of these requirements and you had all of this emotional baggage and you were putting all of that on him. And he accepted it. And he didn't actually want anything in return. He just went ahead and dealt with it.
Roll the tape and find my words that said that.
Said what?
What you said, I said. Like you said, you just said, and then you said all these words. So roll the tape and find where those words came out of my mouth.
What word are you speaking about? I said a lot there.
Well, go take what you said and isolate that, and then go back in what I said and go find your words in mine. We still fought for another 2 years after we got back together and got married. We were on the verge of divorce. I was in a deep mental spiral, addiction, depression, anxiety, suicidal ideology, eating disorder that is honestly, like, I was close to death pretty much.
He adhered to your list, but not only did he have to adhere to your list, he also had to deal with the trauma that you were bringing, meaning that the emotional things that you were going through.
There's 0 point in our relationship where my husband would be with somebody who wasn't doing anything for him.
Well, you said that. I said, well, what does he get on his end? Did you reciprocate anything on your end?
Correct. You asked what was his list of requirements. I said what he wanted was me to come back to the woman he fell in love with. And then you made up this whole story.
Okay. So once again, he wanted you to come back to the woman that he fell in love with. But at the moment in the relationship where you had all of these requirements, where you didn't have these requirements before, you said that this was a new list.
I'm interrupting you because you are being incorrect. You used the word have. He had to take your emotional turmoil. He had to meet your requirements. He did not.
Oh no, he didn't have to.
Anything.
Yeah, he chose to.
So don't use the word have, because that's incorrect, because that would indicate something forcing. Under no condition was I forcing anything on him.
Oh, I 100% agree.
Because of who I am and what I bring to a relationship.
Got you. Yep.
You never asked what I bring.
Oh, no, I did. I said, what did you reciprocate on your end?
No, incorrect.
And you said that he wanted.
Said incorrect.
I did ask you that.
You asked, what was his list of requirements? That's what you said. I said he didn't have a list of requirements.
And then what did I ask after that? I said, what did you reciprocate from your end? And you said that.
To answer that.
You answered it. You said that he wanted you to be the person that he fell in love with before. That was your answer.
You never asked how my husband and I are in service to each other. Not once.
Once again, there's a timeline for relationships. You guys have been in a relationship for a long time. Now, I'm not saying that you're not doing anything now, but when we're speaking about from the questions that I asked you, I'm going off of what you said. I'm not putting anything else in there, and I'm not taking anything out. So from what you said.
Ask your chat. Let's ask your chat. Did he put words in my mouth? Yes or no?
Oh, sure. Yeah, let's go ahead and ask the chat if I put any words in your mouth. We could bring it up too. Hey, chat, did I put any words in her mouth? Put a 1 in the chat. If I didn't put any words in her mouth, put a 2 in the chat. So if I put words in her mouth, put a 1 in the chat. If I didn't put any words in her mouth, put a 2 in the chat. And I'll go ahead and show it to you as well. We could go ahead and bring it up on screen. So we got nose, nose, nose. Let's see here.
Okay.
You got to put 1 or 2. I see two 1s, but we see a lot of 2s and a lot of no's.
Yeah, counted more than 2 1s. You didn't. I'm still counting 1s.
Yep. Nope. It's majority of 2s.
I understand majority of 2s. It's your channel. It's your people.
Yeah. Well, you asked me to go ahead and do it, so that's why I went ahead and do it. And I can actually put a poll up as well.
I'm not going to have a conversation with somebody who is dishonest and disingenuous and doesn't take reality into account.
Oh, no, it's way more 2s than there are 1s.
Of course, it's your channel. I'm not going to stick around for a disingenuous conversation.
But you asked me to go ahead and ask my chat. That's why I did it. I wouldn't have did it at all. Why would I do that? You asked me. So you have to take some accountability from what you asked. This chick ran out. She left. That was the fastest thing ever. Listen, man, when you get these liberals that come on a podcast, bro, crazy. Chick is a dating coach in Canada, which is a very liberal country over there. So, yeah, man, she couldn't handle the heat. She couldn't handle a few simple questions. She married a simp. She married a simp, ladies and gentlemen, and she left. And that's the thing. Most of the time when you're speaking to individuals like this, they don't like to take accountability. She literally said, ask your chat. Ask your chat if you put words in my mouth. I go ahead and ask the chat, and the chat confirmed that I didn't put any words in her mouth. Then she says, well, I don't like that you're being disingenuous, you're being dishonest. What? Wait, what? You told me to ask the chat. And I'm reading the chat. Hey, man, we do it live. This is No Fugazi Podcast. Get the likes up. This is crazy, man. And I didn't even get on her. This chick is a stripper dating coach. A stripper for 20 years that turned into a dating coach. What are you coaching women on? I knew she was a stripper too. I've watched some of her videos and she speaks about it proudly. Wow, you're proud to be a stripper? I've done some things in my past I'm not proud of. I'm not gonna, try to shine this bright light on it when it's a dark path in my path. It would never be a bright light. It'll be a dark light. Like, oh yeah, I did some of these things back in my past, but I ain't too fond of it. We don't even need to speak about that. We don't need to shine no bright light on it. But these feminists, right? And their worldview, they twist everything. They have the world inverted. What used to be good is now bad. What used to be normal is abnormal. What's up is down, what's left is right now. The whole entire world is inverted from their prism of how they view the world. So she's happy to say that, oh yeah, I was a stripper for 20 years and I got a lot of pleasure out of stripping. And she even said, I'm a hedonist. Is that a good thing? Like, think about it. She says that I'm a hedonist. When has hedonism ever been a good thing? It's never been a good thing. Not in any culture. The definition of it isn't even a good thing. It's pleasure seeking. It may make you feel good. That's fleeting though. It's for yourself. It's selfishness. So like her entire worldview is inverted, man. Totally it's an inversion, man. It's an inversion. She can't handle the truth. That is facts. I see you in the chat. She can't handle the truth. And you know what? We still streaming, so I'm going to go ahead and allow some people to come up. Let me ask you a question since you was in the chat. Was there more twos? That meaning that people that thought
there was definitely more twos. There was a bunch of ones, but there were definitely more twos in the chat.
Got it. Exactly. So he just confirmed it. Someone, a supporter that was in the chat, he just confirmed it. There was more twos, meaning that I was being honest with her.
But none of that even mattered. She asked you, go to your chat and see what they say. And then you get mad for going to the chat. How are you going to get mad at you for doing what you asked her to do?
Exactly, man. Exactly. These chicks are delusional, bro. Delusional. This is crazy.
I think this is the first time I've ever seen you make somebody run without even going in. You were like just asking simple questions, not even getting to where Cooley normally gets to. That's the craziest part. This is the fastest run I think I've seen from you.
When we return to Turnaround's theory, I'm going to give you guys another theoretical thought to this episode right after this.
You up out of here. It's time for you to go.
I ain't
You're
going
not paying
nowhere.
to the rules.
Call the people.
Steve, call the boys.
You know what it's
It is what it is.
It was nice meeting
Nah, I'm
you.
good, mama.
It was nice
I'm
meeting
good,
you.
mama. Don't touch me,
It was
mama.
nice meeting
I'm
you.
good, mama. Don't
It was
touch
nice
me.
meeting you. Little
Step out. Step out. Get up out of here. Hey, chat. We do it live. She threw a drink on the homie. It is what it is. I got another shirt. 2 minutes earlier. In your current relationship, is it open on your end? Like your man allows you to sleep with other women?
Yeah.
What about other men?
Yeah, we have open relationships, so he can deal with whoever he wants to deal with.
Is he bisexual or he's straight?
No, he's not bisexual. Oh. Baby, I like a real man.
I would say that a real man wouldn't get into a serious relationship with the woman that is open on her end and other men are smashing her. That girl's gonna be for the street.
Outside is only dangerous because of men, which is true. Statistically, violence, men.
But that isn't true. Let's get to the root cause of things. Manipulation happens when you focus on the effects and you don't go to the cause. So the root of it is that without a man and you were just here, you would have been eaten by a lion, a tiger, and bear. And guess what? If the lions and tigers and bears didn't get you, you wouldn't have the ability to gather enough calories for you to last. Because a woman can't manipulate the world how a man can. So let me explain to you how a world would operate with only women and only men. When men get together, we know, oh, he's stronger here, he has this skill here, he got this. Let the best person work this skill, and that creates a hierarchy from top down. When a woman get together, what you think about, you're all emotional. So you're tiptoeing all the time, and you're looking at the sensitivity levels in this woman and that woman because you know that you are sensitive. So what you do is you start looking at everything in an egalitarian sense to equalize everything. You get two, you get two, you get two, you get two. The men don't operate like that. Did you do enough to get two? If you ain't do enough, you're not getting to. You get 0. Put in that work and then you get that. This is why on the Survival series, men, they was cleaning water fast, building fires fast, because they created that hierarchy. They put the best person in position first. The women, they was trying to do everything equal and by committee, so they couldn't create any order and any structure. The world wouldn't be safer without men. Nature killed more people than any wars and anything you could never imagine. And men, we built infrastructure to protect the woman from nature.
Yo, I value my time so much. I don't want any woman to walk around in my atmosphere and think that she could just play with it. You can't play with my time at all. Don't make me wait. Don't make me late. Don't reschedule, because this is not happening again. And that's just my standards. You know what I'm saying? If you don't respect my time, like I said, for a non-suffice reason, you gotta go.
What time was the date?
I don't care what time it was.
No,
I don't even care. If you reschedule in
7:38.
If it was, our date was at 8 p.m. and you reschedule at 7:38 a.m., I still got an issue.
And now, Turnaround's theoretical thoughts. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all know what time it is, and this is always my favorite part of the segment. Again, it is time for another edition of Turnaround's Theoretical Thought with yours truly, because in just a moment, I'm going to conclude today's edition with another free theoretical thought coming from No Fugazi's podcast on his YouTube channel about these instant quits that are taking place hand in hand. Here's the theoretical thought for today. If you saw portions of the video, then kudos to you, but keep in mind, when the chick was actually being interviewed by No Fugazi himself, when he made some comments, she just ran off like a scaredy cat. That's what happens when women hate to take accountability. Believe it or not, the late Kevin Samuels was right. These women hated accountability, and they hate it with a passion. I often say on this platform, when it comes to accountability will always become a woman's kryptonite, no matter how the devil you slice it. But in this day and age, women hate accountability. They just love playing the victim. That's your theoretical thought for today. And this will conclude the second half of these 2 back-to-back episodes of Turnaround's Theory here on my YouTube channel, Facebook fan page, and Instagram. Hey, listen, I want to thank you for watching another edition of Turnaround's Theory on my official YouTube channel with regard to these 2 back-to-back episodes. Again, this platform is actually empowering men, including myself, to make better choices and life-changing decisions when it comes to the dating world. Now, let me know what you think in the comment section below concerning the 2 episodes of Turnaround's Theory for today. And as a constant daily reminder, I must reiterate to you all one more time that please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my official YouTube channel, because it would in fact help out and it would be beneficial for the YouTube algorithm. And please don't forget to smash on that post notification bell, because you, my friends, will instantly be notified every single time I post up and upload more additional content onto the channel. For Turnaround's Theory, I'm your boy, Mr. Turnaround, aka Tenacious T. As always, I thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you right back here next time for another edition of Turnaround's Theory here on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Now, here is a sneak preview for the mid-season of Turnaround's Theory here on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. This mid-season on Turnaround's Theory.
The men that y'all claim don't exist no more, I had that type of man. I had him. And I lost him because I was stupid, foolish, young, immature, possessive, mean, with a nasty attitude, ungrateful, entitled, and ignorant.
A lot of women have this realization, and then they become vindictive. And now you can't see your kids.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is a fun one today, guys. We are talking about 10 mistakes that women make with men. And I am super curious to know how many of you have experienced any or all of these. I am going to go through these in a very particular order from least detrimental to the most detrimental. So see what you guys think. I think some in the middle could be a little bit muddied.
This guy decides to kick out his girlfriend for cheating on him.
Can you please let me out my room, please?
This is fucking ridiculous.
Can you please let me out my room? Can you please let me out my room? Right now she blocking me in my room. Excuse me.
Bro, no. Can you please hear me out? Like, I'm
What you
literally
mean
talking,
no?
you're being disrespectful.
What do
Like,
you
you're on
mean
my
no?
face. You're doing
What
the
do you
most
mean?
for what?
I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to put your stuff in us so you can
finna be
leave.
with Bitches already set up when I wasn't cheating on you.
No, I'm not saying
Yes, you
none of
were.
that. I
See,
just
what
asked
you
you to
mean?
leave.
It is the bare minimum. He paid for your food. Great, my dad does that. He said that you were pretty. My mom does that every single day.
Yet you're still on the internet asking for a man to do it, huh? Go give mommy and daddy a call. You said they'll do it. You don't need one of us.
Bills can be tearing your ass up. Your kids could be misbehaving. You could be into it with your friends. Your hair ain't done. Your lashes ain't done. You haven't had no money or no time for yourself. And here come a man every time. You so pretty.
All of that and much more coming up later this mid-season to Turnaround's Theory on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.